Hey y'all, thank you for joining me for this Mercury retrograde reading. Y'all excuse me when I tell you it is cold in my house. This weather is all over the place, yo. I didn't have the heat on when I left for the gym, came back, house cold as fuck. And so I turned the heat on before I took a shower. And yeah, I'm just waiting on it to warm up. So I had to put my hat on because I can't stand for my head to be cold. You for sure gonna see my nose running like that little boy from Martin if my head is cold. And so I'm still cute though. And one thing for certain, y'all know I ain't stanky. Just hopped out the shower. Anywho, we got a Mercury retrograde coming up, y'all. Mercury will be in retrograde from April 21st till May 31st. I think April 21st to May 31st. Hold on. Let me look at my phone because I had pulled it up. It's going to be in retrograde a couple of times this year, but the most recent one is May 21st to May 14th. And so for those of you not familiar with Mercury retrograde, Mercury is the planet that rules communication, transportation, technology. And when Mercury is in retrograde, it's when the planet stops moving forward as the rest of the planets do. And because the rest of the planets are still moving forward, it appears that Mercury, the planet of Mercury, is moving backwards, hence the word retrograde. But it's not. It's an illusion. It's just what it looks like, because everything else is moving forward and Mercury is at a temporary standstill. So that being the case, when Mercury is in retrograde, it's a great time to reflect and reassess and renew and revisit and reunite and all the reads. Any words you could think of starting with a re, those are big themes during that window that Mercury is in retrograde. So a lot of times you're getting communication from exes, you're revisiting old issues, you're taking time to reflect before Mercury goes direct and you kind of spring forward or move forward into new ways of communicating, new travel. You know, some people say don't make travel plans during Mercury retrograde. Be mindful of arguments because things can be misunderstood as Mercury is in retrograde, since it does govern communication. Just Mercury retrograde really gets a bad rap. It's actually a gift, as all things are, depending on your perspective. And so from my perspective, from a high vibrational perspective, Mercury retrograde is not it's not bad. It doesn't deserve the bad rap that it gets. You just want to get in alignment with it. You want to take advantage of that cosmic energy to do the things, to pay attention to the things, to prioritize the things that are in alignment with Mercury being in retrograde. Technology does get hella wonky during Mercury retrograde. So like, you want to make sure you saving your files, double checking your spelling, and just doing your due diligence during Mercury retrograde as it relates to your technology. Charge up your electronic devices and stuff like that, because stuff just be acting crazy during Mercury retrograde when it comes to the technology. So keep that in mind as well. But now that you've gotten an overview, we're going to pull some cards to get a message from Spirit about, oh, I just feel like, and maybe that's a little shadow. Speaking of reunions, I feel like my little mustache trying to come back. It's been a few weeks since I got it waxed. I got it waxed for my birthday, and I swear it might just be me. but I think I see it. Don't y'all judge me. Matter of fact, I don't care. Judge. Apparently, the way my hormones set up, every now and then, I get a little stash that grow in. But you know what? It's appropriate because I got some hella divine masculine energy in me. So it is what it is. But yeah, y'all, we're going to get into this reading. I have cleared the space, cleansed and cleared my energy with my Turquoise Majesty Energy Clearing Spray. And got my incense, tangerine incense cone burning, all about that sacral chakra energy, sexual and creative energy, as well as governing our levels of intimacy. So I was being led to burn that while I am connecting with you guys. And I've anointed myself with my Lavera Rose Oil. I don't know that I've talked about my Lavera Rose Oil on the channel, but it's a rose oil that I created in honor of my great-grandmother, Lavera. And she taught me the benefits of working with aloe vera growing up. And so I have incorporated in this all-natural oil. Aloe vera oil has various healing properties, as well as rose oil. It's infused with rose quartz. You might be able to see it. There's some rose quartz in there, as well as organic rose petals. It has been anointed and prayed over, and I use it to anoint myself, especially when I'm wanting to tap more into my divine feminine energy. And I created, I want to say 10 to 12 bottles, and I got 2 left. So if you're looking to purchase some Lavera Rose Oil, it is listed on my website, and I only have 2 bottles left. But with that being said, y'all, I am going to pull first from the Energy Oracle. I'm feeling led to pull from that deck first, so we can tap into this Mercury retrograde energy and see what's up with that. And then I have a few other decks out here that I'm going to use to clarify, depending on how I'm led. So let's see here. Oh yeah, and from time to time I got to hit my meal replacement smoothie so I can make sure I'm getting my protein in. The Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, we thank you for your love, your light, and this opportunity to connect with one another once again. We ask that you bring forth the best messages for our highest good as a collective relative to the Mercury in retrograde that is quickly approaching. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective as it relates to Mercury in retrograde, April 14th through, April 21st through May 14th, 2023. We thank you in advance for the message that's coming forth. And so it is. Whoa. Okay. Out the gate, patience. What I tell you about Mercury retrograde, you might as well take your time with whatever you got going on, because the energy will frustrate if you let it, and it will affect various efforts, areas of your life, maybe requiring more effort. That's why I said it and didn't mean to say it. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, got quite a bit coming through here. Oh, we got the man holding the heart. These love messages, no, they've been coming through, child. Y'all connecting with. Patience was at the bottom. Okay, well, we got a full spread. So first and foremost, we have strategy, represented by the number 21, which breaks down to a 3. And 3s represent alignment. And so what this message is saying here with strategy, here you have a feather and what looks like possibly a journal or a log. We have a compass, a key, maybe even some coins, and you need to strategize. Come up with a plan, a strategy, a logical map of how you want to move forward. And in this Mercury retrograde energy, it's a great time to do so. So opposed to putting things into action and moving forward at light speed or with horsepower, you wanting to take that time between April 21st and May 14th to strategize. But not, you don't just want to strategize using your logical skill. You also want to use your third eye. We have the 6th chakra here with Archangel Metatron, represented by the number 40, which breaks down to a 4, which is all about stability and security and laying a foundation. So you literally creating a plan with the number 3 that aligns with what you're being divinely led to do. You know what that intuitive nudge is. You got this intuitive nudge to start a business or start a relationship, or we definitely got the man holding the heart out here, or to take a trip, or it's something that's tugging at you. It's that gut feeling. It's your third eye allowing you to see something that's not necessarily visibly evident, but you know what you're feeling, you know what you're seeing beyond the veil. And so you're needing to strategize, create a plan according to what that is, and trust that nudge, because it is leading you to victory, a promised win, victory, the finish line, success. It's gonna work out, whatever it is. So if you're allowing fear to keep you from tapping into that third eye energy and what it is leading you to do, from following your intuition and stepping in your high priest, high priestess energy, the reading is telling you whatever that is, it's gonna work out. So go ahead and utilize this Mercury retrograde energy to revisit whatever it is and get it popping. And also what I love that's coming out here is because you literally got like integration, divine integration taking place. This strategy card, this energy is more of a masculine energy, using logic to bring something to fruition. But this third eye, oh baby, that's divine feminine all the way, represented by the color purple. You see here, the guy has this purple dot right between his brow. That's the third eye chakra. So you may want to work with Archangel Metatron, but bringing the two together brings you balance. And from that balance of the masculine and feminine energy is moving you toward victory, represented by the number 28, which gives you a 10, because you closing out a cycle where you didn't feel so victorious, a cycle where you weren't winning in love, you weren't winning in finance and career, you weren't winning in some area of your life or in life in general. But now that you're learning to strategize, come up with a plan, think the thing through. Now, don't get so in your head that you get paralyzed. That is not what this message is telling you to do. It's actually telling you to balance your emotion and your logic and then move toward victory. Do what it is that you're being divinely led to do, because it's going to move you towards victory. So like I said, whether it's a trip, a business, a spiritual practice, a relationship, a project, a new workout regimen, like whatever it is, the divine speaks to us through our crown and third eye about so many things. Only you personally know what that is for you in this chapter of your life. the man holding a heart. So for many of you, this is speaking to a masculine energy. And he's sitting there looking sexy flexy. He got his shirt open, chest out, hair cocked to the side. He got them bedroom eyes. And he just sitting there, literally holding his heart. And there's also an image of a heart on his pant leg as well. But he's sitting there and he's giving you all the romantic vibes, represented by the number 45, which breaks down to a 9. So here with strategy and this third eye chakra, we have 21 breaking down to a 3, and then we move to 40, which breaks down to a 4. So that's about making moves forward with the strategy that is intuitively led. But here with victory and the man holding a heart, 28 breaks down to 10 and 45 breaks down to a 9. This is speaking to some new endings and beginnings. But you're having to revisit something. You're going back with 10 and then 9. You're taking a step back. You're going back to address something. You're going back to taking a step back to have victory with something. Now, I'm not saying this is necessarily like get with an ex or something like that, but it's something that you possibly thought you had moved forward from, or had told yourself it's in your best interest to move forward from. And this is divine telling you now. It's part of my divine plan for you to take a step back. You can't run from this. You can't hide from this, because this is where your victory lies. You need to address this. So for many of you, you may be a cross watcher. You're either the man holding a heart, or you're in a situation that involves a man holding a heart. But whatever the case, not only is this situation that it appears to be romantic or emotional in some way going to bring about victory, but it's gonna bring about balance. You feel that intuitive nudge. You feel like this a win for you. You feel like this project got a pot of gold at the end. You feel like this relationship is the relationship of your dreams. It's something that you could pursue and it work out in the long term. This is the man or the woman of your dreams. You feel like this trip is like your dream bucket list trip, and your life is going to be changed once you strategize and fall in line with what the divine is leading you to do, or where the divine is leading you to go. That intuitive nudge is telling you like, yo, you need to bet on it. You need to bet the house on that situation. Okay, Mercury retrograde. You ain't letting them get away with nothing. And after the man holding a heart, we have the angel of balance, represented by the number 48, which gives you a 12, which breaks down to another 3. Because you're going to get in alignment. You're going to get balance. You're going to make a balanced decision. You're going to get centered. Wherever in your life you may have been off center, you're restoring that balance by whatever it is that you're being led to do. It's going to be a self-honoring decision. It's not going to be something that you decide to do relative to or in accordance or influenced by what other people think. It's about you and you having balance. And whoever you connecting with, be it a career partnership, project, or spiritual practice, or romantic relationship, it's going to be a you doing something for you. And it's in accordance to what the divine has in store for you. This woman here, that's an angel. And she has her wings. She's covered in healing blue light. This situation that you're being called to is going to bring you healing that you've never imagined. And she's holding some liquid here. It looks like a big ass perfume bottle opposed to like a lantern or whatever. But she's also like in the desert where there are pyramids. This is ancient knowledge and wisdom coming through to you to help heal you in your present moment. And this journey, represented by the number 16, which breaks down to a 7, because it is of such a divine nature, it is going to require patience on your part as it unfolds. Whatever is unfolding for you, once you make the decision to get in alignment with it and stop fighting it and use this Mercury retrograde energy to get in alignment with it and stop fighting it, it's going to require your patience for it to unfold, for you to really feel just how much of, feel and see just how much of a victory this is for you. This is not a matter of rushing into things. This is taking your time, making the effort, showing up, committing. No wonder I was led to burn that tangerine incense, because it's definitely a matter of being intimate. There's very much a level of intimacy and commitment showing up in this reading, because for one, when you commit to something, it requires patience, especially if it's a relationship. It requires patience on your part, and it requires patience on the other person's part, because y'all got to get to know each other. Y'all got to tap in with the divine, because 9 times out of 10, if you brought together, especially with this pyramid and energy and the angel of balance, this is a divine mission unfolding between both of you. They may have their individual mission, you have your individual mission, and then collectively y'all got a mission. But whatever it is, there's balance. There's balance. Top of the deck, the daughter value. Not only is this bringing in financial abundance, but the daughter value often speaks to walking through the door of knowing your own worth, knowing how much you deserve. You know, that's a message that's been coming through a lot in the divine feminine reading, possibly the divine masculine readings too. But when you walk through that daughter value, that's knowing your worth. That's knowing that you deserve love, you deserve happiness, you deserve the trips, you deserve to have a career that fulfills you, instead of waking up every morning going to some job where you're ready to slap half the staff and the boss, the director, or whatever you want to call them, the supervisor. Like, that's knowing that the good things that you desire, your heart's desire, the things that you're passionate about, what you view as victory, you're worthy of. On the other side of this door here, there's so much golden light and sunshine, and also money. Because money is an energetic currency. And so once you raise your vibration, it's coming to you. You like a magnet. Represented by the number 31, which breaks down to a 4, because it brings you more safety and security and stability. Whatever you being led to do, y'all, you need to do it, because at the bottom of the motherfucking deck. Okay, so you got the daughter value, right? You walking through these doors. They ain't even open all the way, and you can see the abundance on the other side of that door, to the point where it's flying out as soon as you open the door. All kind of coin and increase coming through. Do what you being led to do, y'all. Because on the other side of that door, the cornucopia, represented by the number 11. Listen, you see all that abundance? You're going to eat good. You're going to always have more than enough. You're going to be fulfilled. This is your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, y'all. represented by the number 11. If you've been saying 11, 11 a lot, that's why, because you're moving through this portal that's leading you to the cornucopia, but you have got to do what it is that you're divinely led to do. So if your intuition telling you to pick up the phone and call somebody, call them. You don't know what the fuck that's leading to. If it's saying text them, text them. You don't know what that's leading to. Turn this way instead of that way. Take this street instead of that street. Messages coming through in your dreams. Numbers, license plates, songs. Seeing the person's name. Spirit animals. There's so many ways that our intuition speaks to us and activates our third eye, or we feel something within the pit of our stomach or in our gut, in our womb. Man or woman, we all have an intuition, and it is our internal compass. It is our internal GPS. It's our guidance system. Listen to it, because it is leading you to victory. We talk about being obedient to the Most High. That's God speaking to you. That is the direction. And it is leading you to the cornucopia. Y'all, we got to come out of this lack consciousness. I feel like that journey, not being in lack consciousness, has been the fight of my life. Even before I knew what the fuck lack consciousness was. But I've always believed that there was more available to me than being presented to me. In the quality of men I dated, in the salary I was getting up going to work to make, like in so many areas of my life, I've always felt like I'm worthy of, or I can do better. I'm meant to have better. It's my birthright to have more. But then there's those subconscious things and those life experiences that tick and eat away at that. Your deservingness and your worthiness. But once you listen to your intuition, you make it a point to connect with the Most High, and you're being obedient to where you are being led, and you start to affirm yourself on the daily of what you're worth, and you walk through that door to value of yourself and your worthiness. You land to the cornucopia. I don't even feel the need to fucking clarify this message, but I'm gonna read the message for cornucopia, and then I may clarify some of this, because part of me wants to clarify this man holding a heart. So let's see. And that part of me is my intuition. So there we have it. Wish fulfillment. I told you, God wants us to have the desires of our hearts. God wants us to experience our wishes being fulfilled, and not live a life where we desire one thing but then we settle for, or we experience another. No, you are meant to experience that which you wish to experience, especially when it's in alignment with God's will for your life. Sometimes things don't manifest for you because it's not in alignment. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. As my grandmama used to say, the whole kit and caboodle. All of everything. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Not ways. That's multiple streams of abundance, blessings, income, love. Listen, get ready for a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now. And Spirit is applauding all of your effort. Look, if you've been putting forth the effort to grow, to heal, to connect with the divine, to be kind to others, to take the high road, to raise your vibration, to contribute to the collective, whatever positive thing or things you've been putting your energy toward, We're about to reap the harvest. The cornucopia is available for us. And I've been saying that for weeks now, about how we just on the verge. But opposed to waiting on something to fall in your lap, you're actually needing to do what it is that you're being intuitively led to do. Be honest with yourself about your desires, what you're passionate about, who you're passionate about, and move in that direction, but not according to your own dictates of logic. You're needing to lean on your intuition. Do what it is that your intuition is telling you to do. A lot of times when your intuition is speaking to you and it speaks to you through your dreams, that has to be interpreted, because a lot of those messages are coded. They're heavily being brought to you through symbolism and synchronicity, and therefore you're needing to like decode those messages. So if you have dreams that you're wanting to decode so that you can get the message, whether it's prophetic or healing in some way, feel free to connect with me so that I can help you to interpret the dreams. If you're dreaming about somebody, that's something significant. I've dreamed deaths. I'm talking about like a year or plus before it happened. I've dreamed people coming back into my life. I've dreamed enemies, you know what I'm saying? And it prophetic. It always unfolds. Sometimes in my dream state, what I'm experiencing in the dream state is some profound healing that can't take place when I'm awake, because I'm distracted, I'm doing stuff, I'm moving, I'm not vibrating at the rate that I need to heal that. So then it has to be done while I am still and not necessarily in my body in the dream state. So yeah, y'all, pay attention to what's going on with you intuitively and let that lead you. Don't sit on it. Don't waste an opportunity to move towards victory. And one thing about the man holding a heart that I'm going to leave y'all with is that this is an emotionally mature and intelligent individual. So you want to make sure that you're handling things with emotional maturity and intelligence and in a balanced way. I'm going to also read the message of Angel of Balance, because I feel like that's definitely important to know and meditate on while in this Mercury retrograde phase. Again, Mercury retrograde can be a dope gift if you tap into and align with the energy that is significant with Mercury being in retrograde. It says, this loving presence holds a picture of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Just got through talking about that with the man holding a heart, and all of these fours representing all that balance and solid foundation, and the man holding a heart representing that emotional health. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction. That's going to be the name of this reading. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. If you're used to things being dramatic, difficult, chaotic, that's where that patience gonna come in at. Because you're not used to having peace. You're not used to being able to enjoy your relationship or enjoy your job, because everything's always so all over the place and dramatic and chaotic, and everybody got an attitude and impatient, and all of that derives from lack consciousness. But we healing it, and we ain't got time for that. We're moving and operating in patience and peace. We're cutting out the drama, the third party situations, the backbiting, and the worried about what other people got to say, and people pleasing, and the smart mouth and defensiveness. We cutting all of that out for peace, fun, joy, travel, sunshine, good sex, good food. The cornucopia. What else did I pick up with this cornucopia, Lord? Behind cornucopia was the garden and the gate. You used to all that chaos, but on the other side of that gate is this abundance. The door to value you worth more than that. You see peace right in front of you. Your intuition is leading you to peace. A peaceful relationship, a peaceful existence, a peaceful way to make your money. Every day ain't gonna be a good day. But guess what? If this is a cycle that's ending for you, it's gonna be more peaceful than that last cycle you experienced. But you, what the book say, have to let your intuition lead you in the right direction. Y'all, I'm gonna lead it at that. I'm not about to clarify nothing. This is the message from God for the people of God. Let the church say amen. Y'all enjoy this Mercury retrograde. Be careful. Be patient. Let your intuition lead you. Express yourself. Express the desires of your heart. Claim your cornucopia so that you can achieve more healing, more balance, more peace in your life. Enjoy your victory. And with that being said, y'all, until next time, like the video. If you have not already subscribed, leave your comments down below if the reading resonates with you or you just enjoy listening to me run my mouth.